ပြည်သက်ကြီးမင်္ဂလာပါမြန်တို့ဒီနေ့9ရက်နေ့August 2020မှာပေါ့နော်ကိုရီးယားနိုင်ငံကိုအလုပ်လုပ်ဖို့ modeling နဲ့ပတ်သက်တဲ့အလုပ်တွေလုပ်ဖို့ international model ပထမဆုံးခြေလှမ်းအနေနဲ့ကိုရီးယားနိုင်ငံကိုသွားပါမယ်အရင်လဲစိတ်လှုပ်ရှားနေရပါဆိုမြန်တို့နဲ့ sign ထိုးရတဲ့ agency ကလုံးဝ fashion model တွေလုံးဝ big brand တွေနဲ့အတူတူတွဲလုပ်ရတဲ့ agency ဖြစ်တဲ့အတွက်အရန်ကိုလဲစိတ်လှုပ်ရှားနေတယ်အများကြီးလဲမြန်တို့စူးစမ်းနေတယ်ပေါ့နော် international model တယောက်အနေနဲ့အဲ့တော့မြန်တို့ good luck လို့ပြောပါလို့အခုသွားပါမယ်လေးလေးစင်းတော့ပါမယ် Say something Say something တခုပြောသမီးအမှားစကား
Ile au miro lo yesana di pazeli.
Apa?
Wah.
Phải mà làm gì? Oh my god. Please wait food. Oh my god, please wait food. I'm hungry.
공항의 항공편은 잠시 후 탑승을 마감하고 곧 출발할 예정이오니 서울
everybody! So, welcome to day 1 of quarantine in Korea. Okay, so before I tell you the juicy detail about this whole quarantine stuff, let me just run through why I'm here and how was the whole process of getting here and finally to this room. Okay, so first of all, why am I here? So I'm in Korea right now. I'm in Seoul. I suppose it's Seoul. I don't know. I'm in Korea because I am placed by my mother agency, Basic Models, to model here in Korea with GS Agency, which is a Korean modeling agency who I'm signed with. I'm very grateful for. So I'm here to work with GS Models. I left on the 5th of August 2020, today is the 7th of August 2020, first day quarantined. Yeah. No, actually second, cause yeah, I arrived yesterday. I don't even know, man. I can't, cause like yesterday was a mess. I was super tired. I slept the whole day. So when I left my country, everything is normal except for the airports being empty. I guess it's normal as well because of COVID-19. Nobody was really traveling. There was only like 2 departure gates that are open. There were like about 60 passengers. Yeah, 60 passengers. But more than half of them are just transiting to America or to Europe. So I think there were like only 10 of us who actually got off, at Seoul. I was actually surprised to see this many people traveling. Things are going back to new normal, and there's like phase 2 and phase 3 in certain countries as well. Especially Korea. Korea's opened up, I suppose, compared to like my country, because my country is like no visitors, no. Yeah. So I got on the plane. The plane served food once. It was like 5 hours plus ride, but they only like served 1 meal. Pretty sad. Maybe they did serve another one. Maybe I fell asleep. Anyways, yeah. Okay, so we had to sit like, I got the seat beside the window. So the window is here, I'm here. There's one more seat beside me which is empty, and then there's an aisle, and then there's another row of four seats. So that's how the seats are being arranged. Yeah, it was like 5 hours plus ride, and everything was comfortable, I guess. The food was okay. I have a lot of high expectations for food on plane, and I don't know why. So we landed in Korea, I think Incheon airport. When we got off the plane, we got off the plane, and then we walked in the airport. Like there was literally no one except us, and there were like only 6 or 7 of us who were actually, crossing the immigration. So before we got into immigration, we had to queue like this really, really long ass queue. But the area is really small. Like, okay, this is the space they have, but there are like so many queues for you to like go before you get to like this area again. Like you start queuing from here, queue, and then you come back here. Make sense? The funny thing is there was no one. There was me, and then there were like 3 other people who were like doing the queue. I noticed that their staff are army. They look like around 20 to like 25, I guess. Like they're all so young, and they like everybody is just suit up and doing their protocol stuff. Like, okay, you need to fill in this form. Oh, don't get me started on filling forms, guys. Like, okay, on the plane itself, I had to fill up, and I'm not kidding right here, 5 forms. And they all mean the same thing, which is, yes, I will quarantine. I'm not even kidding. I literally can write my name and my birth date without even thinking about it or looking. And then we do the queue, and then the boys will ask you to download this app, this Ministry of Health and something. Oh my god, I don't know. I don't know a lot of stuff. Anyways, they make you download this app, and then you have to fill in all your stuff, like where you're gonna be staying and why you're here and stuff like that. And then after I do that, I go to one counter, and they're like this small table, and then one of the staff is sitting behind, and we have to be on the other side. They will check the passport and the two of the forms that you fill up on the plane. So you have to provide a number from a local that you have contact with, and I gave my agency number, so they call up my agency. It was like 6 a.m. and I feel so bad for my agent because it's like 6 a.m. and probably sleep. But yeah, anyway, he picked up and he's like, okay, don't worry, everything's gonna be fine. Okay, then they made me go to another counter. So I go to another counter, they give me another set of documents to fill up. At this point, I'm like exhausted. I didn't really sleep well on the plane, and I'm like, just wanna get me to the hotel, let me sleep, and I'm hungry, you know. I mean, I really appreciate that they're trying so hard to, like, you know, make sure everything is properly organized. I don't know, man. Anyways,
so another counter, fill out the form, go to another counter. This counter, they collect the form, stamp something, maybe go to another counter, do the same thing, stamp another thing.
Then I go to the immigration officer. So before the immigration officer, everybody else is like super young. I guess the reason why they have like really young and army to do it, the army guys to do it, is because they're more healthier and safer in a way. So usually when you go to the airport, you'll see like really older men or like a lady to do all the stuff, right? The document stuff. But yeah, anyways, when I get to the immigration officer, it was like I had to take off my mask and my, you know, my Superman, Iron Man shield, plastic shield, which I still have, by the way. Yeah, so I took it off, they took a picture. I swear I have like 11 documents in my hand, literally stuck between my passport. So I just like, here you go. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to give you. So she took it, and she was like literally like starting out which paper is which. She's confused. I'm confused. It's 6 in the morning. We're just tired. I bet she's tired too. She clicked something, and then it says Mingalaba, which is hello in Burmese, in Myanmar language. So she didn't speak a word. So weird. I said hello, good morning, and I said annyeonghaseyo too. I think I did. I don't know if I did, but I think I did. Yeah, but she didn't speak anything. But there was this robot thing that is right in front of me who spoke Mingalaba. And then I do my thumbprints, collect my docs, and she said, okay, you can go now. So I left. So that's the whole process of crossing immigration. And then I collect my bags. They have barriers outside of that door, and there are like 4 young male officers like sitting there behind a shield glass table. They're like, hold up, where are you going? And I'm like,
I'm going with you guys.
and he's like, I was like, shit, that came out wrong, because I'm quarantining with the government, right? So I told them, like, literally they're working for the government. I was like, I'm going with you guys. So he was like, what? And I'm like, oh, no, I'm going to quarantine with the government, Korean government facility. And he's like, oh, okay, then you can go and take a seat there. So I took a seat at the side where there are like 3 benches, and I took a seat there for 15 minutes. I was just sitting there for like 15 minutes, and I was wondering, like, why am I the only one who's gonna like quarantine at the facility? And then I saw at the corner of my eye 7-Eleven, and I was like, yes, food. And I went to buy as usual, like any normal person would. I got some snacks. I got some, you know, the very, very famous Korean banana milk. I got that. The first thing I did was getting that. And I'm sure my agent's watching me like, are you kidding me? You got snacks? You're supposed to lose weight. Anyways, let's pretend she didn't hear this. And I checked out, and I went back to the seat that they provided me to have a seat at, and I sit there for another 30 minutes. Remember the 4 guys that's sitting there, like who told me to sit there? One of the guy caught eye contact with me, and I was literally like, bitch, are you seriously making me sit there for 1 hour? I'm not going anywhere, there's nobody here. And then he looked at his buddies, like he said something to him, I couldn't hear, it was quite a distance. So, and then the guy that who accompanied me to go to the 7-Eleven got up. He's like, okay, let's go.
And I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, you made me sit there for 1 hour? For nothing?
Bear in mind, I have a 24 kg luggage, another 7 kilo, another small luggage. I have my bag, which is super heavy for my laptop, and I have this bag of chips that stuff that I bought from 7-Eleven. So that I have like 4 things to carry, and this gentleman did not once offer to help. And I was like, you know, all those Korean dramas that you've watched your entire life is just disappointed, you know, just disappointment. There was this 2 coaches waiting outside to collect all the people who are going to quarantine with the facility. And yeah, so there were like 7 other officers outside. I guess it's 7, like 5 to 7 officers outside. One guy was assisting me, like, okay, where are you going? Sorry, he asked me where I'm from, and if I'm gonna be facilitating with them for the 29th time. So I say yes, I am. And then it's like, okay, give me your name and your age for the 110th time. And I gave them, and then, you know, at this point I'm still carrying this 4 bags with me. Nobody has offered to help. And it's like, okay, put your luggages in there on the bus deck below. He asked me to put those there in myself, and I looked at him like literally, like I'm not even kidding. I looked at him for like 3 seconds. Like after he said, okay, put it in there, I was like, you kidding me right now? You're not gonna help me put it in there? It's so damn heavy, and it's like, and I'm tired, and he's. Anyway, so I'm okay, you know what? I'm a strong, independent woman. I can handle shit on my own. I don't need no man. So I took my first small hand carry, put it in, all fine. I dropped my bag of snacks that I bought on the floor, didn't care. And now I'm carrying this huge ass, I'm not even kidding how huge my luggage is. It's not heavy, but it's huge. It's like huge. It's like 4 times my size. Like
May 1, May 2, May 3, May 4. You know, like, it's that, okay, maybe 3 of me.
Yeah, it's that big. So I was like, let me just, and I'm like, at this point, my knee hurt because I'm trying to lift it up with my knee. I swear to God, I still have my bruises over here. I don't know if you can see. I'm doing that. So I got so pissed because I'm hurting. So I'm like, excuse me, can you help? And he's like, okay, I help you. And then he tried. Oh my God, listen up. This part, the most entertainment part of the story, okay? He tried to lift up the bag without my help. I said, okay, let's carry it together. And he's like, it's okay. And then he lifted up. For a second, he thought he was like super strong. Okay, I can handle this. It's just a lady's bag. She's just one person. It's gonna be fine. You know? He lifted. He stopped. He's like, oh. That's the exact sound he made, like, oh. And I'm like, bitch. Didn't you know how much I was struggling just now? So he's like, oh. And then he's like, he was struggling. And he has the nerves to let me just do it on my own. So like the audacity of a gentleman he is. I don't know if it makes sense. And after he put the luggage in the bus, he literally said, it's so heavy, to his friend. And his friend just stared at him and laughs. And I'm like, I was sitting on the bus for 2 hours waiting for no one. Nobody came in. There were just 3 of us before we left. I mean, before I got there was 2 of them. I wonder how long they've been waiting. And then the car ride was like about 2 hours, I guess. I did some filming on the way, but after like 30 minutes I knocked out because I'm exhausted, you know. Like, I left last night at like 9 p.m. and until like 10 a.m. I'm still moving around, and then when I woke up we already arrived. So that's how I got to this place. If you are considered traveling like right now, then I guess you should think twice or thrice or 4 or 10 or 20 times before you do that, because it is difficult. It's only been the first full day, and I'm already like missing the outside world and my family. I don't know how I'll feel in like another 3 days, so stay with me. Bye.